Hey, evening guys, Tush coming at you. Just coming up to 6 p.m. on Friday, September the 18th. And we're back out in the garage. We've been sort of tinkering away. And I got a quick update for you. So we've got the alternator back installed that I removed in order to get the header out. We've got the header in there, and it's an awfully tight fit to the throttle shaft with that header wrap on, but we do have clearance, fortunately. And then the Webers are installed, and they're actually fully installed now. Everything's bolted on. We got new manifold gaskets, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, but they are a little cleaner. I did paint some of the linkages that were supposed to be sort of cadmium colored. I know it's a little darker than cad, but I did my best, and I think they look better than what I started with. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So as long as they work, I'm good. The only casualty of this whole exercise was the water pipe that comes out of the heater valve. And I managed to strip the threads, removing, sort of getting it out of the way in order to get the header out. So hopefully we've got another one of those in the parts stash. I know I definitely have one from my 59 that I could probably pirate temporarily. I do have one from a parts car, I believe, if I can find that. So we're going to have to spend a little bit of time looking through parts bins to try to find that pipe before we bother to try to get this started. So other than that, that's the quick update. So I guess the next thing I need to work on is the exhaust. So I can try out my new pipe bender. So this has been sitting here on the floor for about the past week. So I think it's probably about time to get it up and under the car. So we'll give it a shot anyway. So I think that's what we'll do is we'll probably put the TR6 out in the rain, and we'll clean out the bottom of the car as best we can, and then we'll see if we can install this exhaust. Maybe I'll take a few videos under the car. Hey, good evening guys. Tush coming at you. Just coming up to 5:30 on Tuesday, September 22nd. And we're back out in the garage after taking yesterday off. Just recovering from the weekend that was British Car Day. I had a pretty busy Saturday and Sunday. But a really good day on Sunday. We had 1,100 cars on the field. Posted a video late last night of some of the cars. So that was a great weekend, but tiring. Anyway, good inspiration to get back out here working on the car. Had some really nice examples of TR3s on display amongst all the other cars. So been tinkering a little bit over the last little while. I can't exactly remember where I left off. I believe I was trying to bend some pipe for my exhaust system with my new tubing, or my new used or new to me tubing bender. And I found that I'm more of a tube crimper than I am a tube bender. So I think I mentioned we're going to probably get this on a trailer and get it to the shop and have it done professionally. Other than that, like I said, I've just been tinkering a little bit here and there and just sort of tying up some loose ends. I can tell you that the carburetors are now pretty much fully installed. I've got them plumbed, as you can see. The linkages are all painted now. I don't know if you recall, but I was missing one of these stops here. And one of our Toronto Triumph Club members, John, and John watches my videos, so John had a great idea when I emailed him to ask him if he might have a spare. And he said no, he didn't, and gave me a few suggestions. And then I think he woke up during the night and he thought to himself, why doesn't he use a drill bit stop? So he talked to me on British Car Day, and I said that's a great idea. So just having a quick search, I came up with these depth stop drill bit collars, and they actually come in a set of 6 or 7. I think there's 7 different sizes in there, and one that actually fits exactly on the shaft. So I bought 4 sets actually, because I actually have another car that has triple Webers on it. The TR250 has triple Webers, and these are nice sort of chrome versions, and they're on sale, $2.99 I think, something like that. So saved me ordering it online or trying to source them here somewhere else locally, like a bearing shop. So yeah, I'm happy with those. They look good. They work well. So all is good on the linkage side of things. So I'm happy about that. I did hook up a choke cable that's not working fantastically, so we'll need some work on that. But just a little difficult with the cable I had and the routing. The cable that came with these carbs, and I mentioned these carbs came off a TR4. Well, the cable that came off the TR4 was a lot shorter than what's required to actually pull the chokes, the cold start mechanism, I guess they call it on the Webers. So I've tried to use the TR3 cable, but it's not turning out so well. So we'll probably have to find a new cable. But anyway, that's minor. I think I mentioned that I ended up stripping out this tube when I was fiddling around out here. So I've got another, got to find another piece for that. I haven't gone through the bins yet to do that. Other than that, I tied some wiring up on the electric fan. Just did a bit of a loop around the radiator support and ran it across where it wasn't touching anything hot. Tried to keep it off the rad and the rad hoses, for example. So we've just done a little quick sort of looping job and then back to the pickup. So I think that's okay. I'm happy with that. It looks okay. Other than that, oh yeah, played around actually with just for fun. I brought the old original top from this car up from the basement, and was just going to see how it fit on this car, and I can tell you that it actually fits much better than the top I had on this car from the parts car. Unfortunately, this top is not in as good a condition. It's not bad. There is one small hole here. I'm not sure whether my cat got to it or a rat got to it, but anyway, that's repairable. And these windows actually can be cleaned up. I've got some plastic polish, and I just did this back corner here, and it actually came up quite well. So we may actually run with this top, since it does fit much better. You can see that all the snaps are snapped, and it actually covers the capping rails on the back, where the other one was a little challenged. So and it fits nicely at the top, front edge of the screen. So anyway, well, we've got options. It's always good to have options. So I'm rambling a bit, but just sort of wanted to catch up. Like I said, it's hard for me to remember where I left off. I think it was Friday was the last time I actually was working on the car. Oh, I do have a little faux pas to talk about. I was out earlier and decided to, like I said, put that top on, which meant I had to pull the side screens off. Well, here's a problem. So I didn't realize actually how long it would take for this clear coat to actually fully cure. So having those side screens on the car for probably a week and a half or so, it's actually put a little bit of a crease in my clear coat, a little ridge. So I'm not sure whether I'll be able to sand that out or not. So I've got one here, and I've actually got one on the other side. So live and learn. Like I said, I'm not sure whether that'll sand out. It's not too noticeable, but obviously it's there. I can see it, so it bothers me. So we'll have to work on that a little bit. Having the side screens on, it actually does mark up the leather a little bit where the side screens fit over here, but I guess that's expected. We'll probably get a little black polish or something like that to fill that in, or a little black dye. But that's bound to happen whenever you use the screen. So anyway, it's part of the side screen experience, I guess. So other than that, not much else done. So we're going to just try to find some little things to do. You know, for example, I've got to put a spring on the handbrake cable down below the car that I've missed. So I've got the spring out, and we're just getting ready to do that. So I'm going to get under the car shortly. Here's the spring here, and I need to stick under the car on the cable. There's a spot that it attaches to actually on the body tub, and it just holds the cable up from dragging on the ground. So we'll put that spring on. But other than that, like I said, we're just sort of going around the car, and we're sort of checking things off. Going back to the bumper and driving lights, I still haven't actually tightened those up yet. You can see them sort of cockeyed here in the front, and I haven't run the wiring for those yet, but I was thinking about maybe trying to install the switch for them somewhere on the dash or under the dash. So we're probably going to maybe try to tackle that tonight as well. Like I said, just looking for small things to do to keep busy. Okay guys, that's it for now. That's 8 minutes of rambling.